charm. Happy Friday, Kimberly parents. This is Mr. Sally welcoming you to our first edition of my weekly video bulletin for the 2019-2020 school year. I know that many of you have been waiting for the last 2 weeks for me to come online and share some important updates with you. Well, here I am today. I am blessed to be the principal here at Kimberly Elementary School, where we strive to build hope in action, belief in action, success in action. Now stay tuned and listen to some important updates which all connect to our school goals of creating better readers, creating better mathematicians, and creating a better school culture. Along the lines of school culture, I want to remind our parents that our doors open as early as 7 a.m. each day for you to drop your boy and girl off. Mr. Jones is here bright and early and ready to greet your youngsters. Our regular start time is 7:30, and then students are considered late if they're not in their classroom, in their seat, by 8 a.m. So once you start hearing that bell in the morning at 8 a.m. and they're not there, they may be marked tardy if their teacher does not see them in their seat. Also, please note that if you check your boy and girl out early for the day, that is also considered a tardy, because tardy means late arrival or early dismissal. And please note that we do not allow any dismissals after 2 p.m. Also, parents, please note that there are no birthday parties allowed at Kimberly Elementary School. Birthday parties are reserved for outside of school, but if you communicate with your teacher, you can bring cupcakes during their recess time, but that must be approved in advance, and it's cupcakes from the store only. No balloons, no presents, no drinks, none of those other things, just cupcakes, just during recess, and only with prior approval of the classroom teacher. So last week, we had a fun-filled week here at Kimberly Elementary School. Not only were your boys and girls learning all about the expectations of them in the classrooms, in the hallways, in the cafeteria, and everywhere else, but we also had some visitors. The Boy Scouts came out last week on August 12th and August 13th. On August 13th, I heard that we had about 18 families come out interested in having their youngster join the Boy Scouts. So congratulations to those young people, and I hope that you all signed up. Our kindergarten classrooms are busy identifying where your boys and girls are, administering the G-Kids, and our upper grades classes are doing Where to Start and the Fontes and Pinnell reading levels. So I want you to ask your boy and girl, what is your reading level, and see if they know, because that's going to help them determine what books they're going to check out when they get to the Media Center. We had our first Go Team meeting this past Wednesday. It was just an informational meeting or a business meeting for our Go Team, and so there was no public comment session allowed. But we have our next Go Team meeting in October, and I invite any parent who would like to share some information with our Go Team that from 3:30 until 3:50, you'll be able to come in and give public comment to our Go Team. Our Go Team meetings this year will take place starting at 3:30 in the afternoon. The Ronald McDonald Caravan is back with our school. They'll be here every other week. They were here this past Thursday. That was yesterday on the 22nd, and they'll be here every other week. We're also starting something new this year with the asthma van in Ronald McDonald House. We're going to have telemedicine, and so you'll get more information about that and how that will help benefit your child and hopefully prevent you from having to come pick up your boy and girl and take them to the doctor to find out a diagnosis. And they'll also be able to write prescriptions, so it may prevent you from having to go to the doctor at all. So more information will come about telemedicine. If you have any friends or family over at Fickett Elementary School, they're already using telemedicine. Ask them about how it works. Coming up next week, our third graders will have their first in-house field trip from Trees Atlanta. They've been a partner with us for the last 2 years and have exposed our third grade boys and girls to some interesting information about wildlife and trees in the Atlanta area, and specifically on our property. So that they have a series of field trips. I think it's about 6 of them, and the first of which will take place on Monday. And it's an in-house field trip, so there were no permission slips that were needed because it's a part of our regular curriculum. We have our first school dance this coming Wednesday, August 28th, from 2:45 until 4:30. Please be reminded that students must bring back their signed permission slip along with $2 to be admitted into the dance, and we'll also be selling concessions. Our first Chat and Chew is taking place the first Thursday in September. And again, be reminded that every first Thursday from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock a.m. will be the Principal's Chat and Chew Parent Academy. The topic for this year is what's new for the 2019-2020 school year is our topic. You'll find out about our new curriculum for math and for ELA and how that will benefit your child and the support that we can provide you in helping your child do well. Our Otis Spunkmeyer Cookie Dough fundraiser will take place again this year starting on September 9th. Please look out for flyers for that. Once that fundraiser starts, we'll send home the packet so your families can start placing orders. But if you already got a copy of the initial flyer, they can go online and start making purchases already. We will be participating in 2 different 5Ks this year. The first 5K is a fundraiser that's specifically for Kimberly Elementary School and Dunbar Elementary School. It's the FPSE 5K on Saturday, September 28th. The first 50 families who register for that will get in free, and then after that it's $35 a person to register. So please make sure that you get your registration in and be ready to come out with us and join in on that 5K and help raise money. The next 5K is our Girls on the Run. You know, we have a Girls on the Run running group, and their 5K will actually take place in November. So we got a little bit of time for that one. The Girl Scouts are trying to catch up with the Boy Scouts, and they're looking at coming out and doing an informational night for you, just like the Boy Scouts did. Please stay tuned for more information about Girl Scout signups. That actually, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to join me during my, oh wait, I'm being looked at as if there's some other things to talk about. My bad. I do. There's some other things to talk about. There's some highlights from each of the grade levels. So from kindergarten, those kindergarten teachers want us to know that students are responding well to rituals and routines and procedures, and they're adjusting nicely to their kindergarten community. They have great expectations for their kinders and know they will do an outstanding job and respect their grade level. Also, please note, parents, that we also made some small changes in student placement in order to balance out those kindergarten classes, and that took place this week as well. You should have been notified if there were any changes for your child's teacher. In first grade, the students are adjusting the first grade with rules and procedures as well as building new friends. Second grade said they're working on moving mountains in second grade. Third grade, our students are adjusting well as well. And fourth grade, basically everybody is saying their kids are adjusting well. I could have just read one of those. All right. So next week, I'm sure we'll have some more information about some exciting instructional things that are taking place on the grade levels now that they've had their first couple of weeks of adjustment. As we're just getting closer, just want to remind you we do have Labor Day coming up soon. So although we don't have those weeks off like we did last year, we still get Labor Day off, and that's coming up in after next week. That following Monday will be Labor Day. Thank you for taking a few minutes to join me during my weekly video bulletin. If you know of anyone who's not getting this message, please tell them to call up to the school and make sure their email address is attached to their student, and make sure they're also following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. We're Panthers who roar, respect others, own responsibility, always safe and ready at all times.